Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the SOC Stream of Consciousness from Oregon to Pennsylvania. And we're going to have to bring it into you in itty bitty parts because YouTube seems to think they have a 15-minute break on us. Hello, Lisa, how are you?
I'm delightful now that I hit the record button.
That is delightful. Things work better when you hit the button.
Yes, they do. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we started a minute ago, and I started cracking up because I forgot to hit record. We're doing this in a new way, too, and this is the first time we've recorded specifically for this channel. I'm going to speak quickly, and we're going along, and I'm like, I forgot to hit record, and it cracked us up, which I need a good laugh today. Okay, I'm ready to go. We're going to roll, baby, roll. Welcome to SOC.
That's right. The first thing I have for us today is a notice in somebody's grocery store in California. And if you notice, the mint is stopped coin production, which, that's kind of a misnomer. We have plenty of coin. We have so much coin. When you check your change pocket, you'll find dimes from 71 and pennies from 1982 and nickels from 1967. They don't really actually mint a lot because there's just a lot still out there. So that's what they're doing, is they're reeling in the coinage to get us fearful. What do you think about this one, dear Lisa?
Well, I do believe that we are headed for a cashless society, and that's been part of the plan. And hey, I'm just a crazy, kooky conspiracy theorist, but things seem to kind of be unfolding the way that I was told they would by alternative researchers over the years. That's what I think about it.
Yeah, I have been saying this for a long time that they are going to move us to strictly digital currency. It's a much easier way to keep track of what you're doing and stop you from what you're doing. Think about it.
Absolutely, because I noticed I say absolutely all the time on this show. I'm going to start saying wildly again. Um, it just, they what they could do with this, of course, is totally say, "Oh, she bought cigarettes. That's not allowed," and bad girl, you can't do this, and kind of like a social credit system. That's what I've heard anyway. Where you, like you just said, you can only buy specific things that are government approved.
Yes, and you're right. They are going to try and connect it to a social type view that they have on you, one way or another. But yeah, this is definitely another spaghetti noodle they're throwing against the wall to see if it will stick.
They're really pulling out all the stops lately, but I'll just let you continue and I'll pitch in. My voice is kind of off tonight, ladies and gentlemen, so G will do the majority of the talking, which I know is shocking for those who know us.
Okay, here is the next one I'm bringing up. You'll have to approve. There we go. So, Walmart and Sam's Club now mandate face masks in all U.S. stores, no matter what your state has going on.
Oh, good gravy. Well, the thing is, with there are exemptions to these mask rules, but evidently they don't care. And I know that some people have actually contacted the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, and also you don't really have to disclose what your condition might be because that would go against the HIPAA. It's this whole mask thing has gone absolutely crazy. There's plenty of research. I made a video earlier on Lounging with Lisa to show all of the studies that show, according to what size they are calling a virus, it is like a mosquito going through a chain link fence. False sense of security. There are other reasons they are doing it. Just think about it for a minute.
Well, the other side to this that I'm looking at is we have civil laws that tell us how to be civil with each other. But now there is no government law, there's corporate law. It's like the corporations are taking over civil laws here. They're just dictating, oh, this is what we're going to be doing this month. Next month you'll have to wear purple striped tennis shoes, and if you don't get the memo, you can't come in our store. I mean, it's just that silly and ridiculous, but on the other hand, what happened here? Go ahead, Lisa.
Well, I was just going to say that this is nothing super new because, as we all kind of realize by now, the corporations and the government are in bed together. And I'm going to look for something while you talk.
Okay, absolutely. I'm going to grab one more thing and just move right on since we are limited by YouTube on this new channel until we figure out what that's all about. Here we go, if you'll approve me. All right, so this one is China rocked by unprecedented surge in bank runs. Now, I have always been the one that follows the money. I believe if you want any of your answers answered in this world, it's usually about the money. So, and China now is not necessarily connected to us by the hip, but I would say probably at the knee bone, connected to the shin bone. Anyway, I had to throw that in. But yeah, we're connected still with China financially. So I'm watching this little domino, this little ricochet coming across the Pacific Pond over here to us. Something's triggered them, and they want cash for some reason. And I'm also wondering if maybe over there this has. I did not read the article, but I don't need to. Panic is panic, regardless of what's triggered it.
Well, it seems like they are. I'm trying to remove this. They're trying to panic us on many levels, and stress will cause you to be ill. I'm going to share something quickly at this time, I think. No, go ahead. Keep going. I'll do it in a minute.
No, you can right now if you'd like. It's
Okay. I just wanted to show this is a word that I learned a while ago, and I'm going to start using it. And G Sharp and I talked about using it last night to show how we feel, how this is being run by a cacistocracy. And I heard the word from a fellow named Max Egan, who just had his YouTube channel taken down after 13 years or something. But it's government by the worst persons, a form of government in which the worst persons are in power. And I really can't think of a better description. And it's not just the Trump administration. I want to make that clear. It's in general. I don't see a huge difference between the way any of these people govern and this whole fake left right paradigm keeping people fighting. It's an illusion. And the sooner you can get out of that cult, the better.
yes, no kidding. We are governed by people that, yeah, they don't. If they do have any smarts about them, they don't have our best interest at heart. And the ones that may have our best interest at heart, I just don't think are very smart.
Well, what absolutely floors me, and just if you stop long enough and think back to the beginning, and this topic is something I have covered in my columns over and over. Okay, there are over 3,000 cities, probably more, towns, areas in this country that have hideous infrastructure in terms of the water system, lead in the water, lead pipes, all that jazz. Flint, Michigan is an example of many. And it seems like the government didn't really give a toot about that, but suddenly they care about our health. I need people to stop and think. Please stop and think.
I am right there with you. The hypocrisy is just beyond. In our state as well here too. The things that they don't fix that really need to be changed, and the things that they do work on. I can go on a rant for hours about our green city here, and it's just beyond. And I sit here now as I believe things are collapsing. and wonder in the near future, what are these bureaucrats, these city councilmen, these district whatever they are, what are they going to be doing for us? I don't think much because they're not doing much now. And we're really going to need true leadership, true leadership. And we're not getting it right now. So that concerns me. How long of a pocket will we have before somebody really steps up and gets things turned around?
Well, I think it might be up to the people to form small communities. My thoughts on that. I'm not really sure. All I know is they answer to their donors, and we are not, it's not a representative republic, period, end of story. And you're not represented at the state level. The businesses in my town are not, most of them that I've talked to, like you know what I'm saying, the people who run them are, they're not afraid of a virus. They want to stay open. They thought the lockdown was ridiculous. They want to be able to be in charge of their own destiny, so to speak. And the whole thing is just based on BS anyway. And I don't know, remember if I said it this time or not, but I'm going to drop a link to the Last American Vagabond. If you can even watch the first 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see about this, how this financial thing was all a part of it from the get go, and so forth and so on. I'm going to go ahead and back out for a minute because we're almost to 12 minutes.
That's correct. I was just going to bring up a little bit of humor, if that's okay with you.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Okay. I came across this, and I know it's just kind of a below the belt kind of humor. But I,
Below the belt. Get it, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my gosh.
but sometimes we really think we're sitting in a real crap situation, and there's always somebody who's just got it a smidgen worse.
Yes, I don't know if people can read that. Did you want to read it to them?
No.
Okay. Well, do you want me to read it to them?
Sure, go for it, Lisa.
Okay, because I'm going to make all of these 18 and over. When you think your job's shit, just remember you could be Maria the dildo dipper. Oh my gosh.
That's right. You know, um,
I'm backing Maria out. Okay.
okay. Yes. But yes, I just kind of, that's kind of something I just want to throw out here at the end and give everybody a chuckle. And
Let's
I
bring
hope,
let's bring ourselves back in so we can engage with the audience in our last 2 minutes of the show.
okay, here I come.
Here
Half
we are.
pixelated.
We're
But
like, I'm a hippie kind of. I didn't mean that for that to be the background. I'm sorry, but it is. I made a mistake.
yeah, I have no background. I just threw the green screen up to kind of hide the background. I've been really busy.
Uh-oh. Did we freeze up? I think G Sharp, she might have frozen up. So I'll tell you what I'm
Is
going. Oh, here she is. You froze up for quite some
Yes.
time.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you froze up for me. So anyway,
Okay.
just wanted to wish everybody well and hand it back over to you, Lisa.
Okay. I am going to ask you all to subscribe and share the channel with your friends. Please hit the like feature, of course. And we want to thank you for joining us on Oregon, Pennsylvania, SOC. Don't clutch those pearls. And go ahead, your closing words.
Of course, stay frosty.